DAAP TV, Season 4, Episode 5.
Welcome to DAAP TV. I'm your host, Bakar Griffith, and this is the FS Edmonds School Edition. Please allow the panel to introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Ida Reed, but people call me the Fluffy. You can call me that too.
Wink. My name is Lakai Carter. People call me Licky Lakata, Wonderful God, I won't like apple pie. You can call me that too.
My name is Dustin, and people call me Ash, and you can call me that too.
Hi, my name is Murray.
Hi, my name is Makai.
Okay, here's the first question. We all feel alone sometimes, even around a bunch of people. What do you do when you feel alone or feel like nobody understands you?
I either listen to music or call my friends and play my games, whatever.
Well, first off, if someone don't understand me, I feel like I gotta make them understand me. I can't because I gotta prove my point, and I know that's a big problem with me. And when I'm alone or something, I don't know, I just play my game, like he said, play my game, be on my phone a lot. I should start reading, but I don't know.
A lot of people don't really understand me, so mostly the thing I do is I draw and film.
So some things that I do is just like read or sleep or just, that's all I do.
I just go to sleep or draw, read, watch TV. I just do anything that would really calm me down.
What I do when I'm feeling like down and when nobody understands me, I just I just talk to the people in heaven, and I just talk to my heaven people, cause I just talk to God actually, cause He understands me. He understands everyone. So that's just what I do. Okay, question 2. There is a lot of violence today. People getting beat up, robbed, or even shot. Do you think drugs and alcohol have had anything to do with some of this violence? Lakai.
Yeah, of course. Drug and alcohol it's like an influence to our kids, to school. People go around school thinking they want to grow up in the streets, smoke marijuana, and beat a person but they don't want that life. They're gonna end up somewhere they don't want to be. You're gonna have their mama crying. Yeah.
No, I don't really think that it has to do anything with drugs and alcohol, but then I do, because people can be mentally messed up, not just because of drugs and alcohol, probably from a messed up childhood, leading to anything that has to do with that. So no, I don't.
I think it affects that because people really think that they can at school they be acting like they all tough and stuff, but then they grow up and realize that they failed. They grow up and realize that they failed in life. They're homeless. They're in jail. They're places they realized they didn't want to be, and people tried to help them throughout their life, and they didn't want that help.
What I think, I agree with everyone and what everyone has to say, but what I have to say is violence today is not the same, but smoking marijuana, that messes up your brain. Taking pills, that also messes up your whole mindset. People drinking alcohol, if you drink way too much alcohol, you can be an alcoholic. And people, if you're an alcoholic, it's not nothing wrong with it, but then it's it is, because you can overcome it. And once you overcome it, then you achieve something in your life. Okay, next question. What do you think about the way boys and some grown men sagging their pants today and showing everyone their underwear? It is a cool look or a hot mess? I'm gonna start off with Lauren.
I think that is both. For the hot mess part, just don't do it. That's weird. And then for the cool look, yeah, I guess.
I think it's a hot mess because you walking around the streets thinking you tough, but in actuality everybody looking at your underwear think you stupid, and it's okay look.
See, I think it's a hot mess because you sit here and walk around sagging your pants. Nobody wants to see your underwear.
I don't think it's a cool look at all. I think it's a hot mess because, like, you know how cops and, like, per se, white cops already think we're bad and we always got drugs and stuff on us, and they just like they don't represent blacks good, and like it's also a hot mess because back then slaves had to. That's how they represent themselves because that's how they represent themselves when the masters raped them and stuff like that.
I have to think I think everybody had a good answer. And, what I have to say is sagging. I don't think it's a cool look. I actually think it's a hot mess. Just because if you sag, like people, like if you sag and like you've been in jail before, and like sagging, because a lot of people say if when you sag, like it means that you want people to see your body, like your private part like that, or you want to get raped. That's what that's what I think it means. Question 4. How have you ever seen someone drunk?
So most of the things I do, they'll either break the bottles or try to steal people or break into some other houses.
On TV, you will see people act high or drunk by just walking around funny, or their eyes are red, or like they had too much drinks, or what Destiny said about the broken bottles, or trying to like kidnap people. Yeah.
And how do they act?
Funny, like they laugh at like the most littlest stuff, or they're just out of their head.
I seen it on TV. I was watching a show called Law and Order, and what happened was the guy had got really drunk at this party, and he took the girl home, and he had raped the girl, and then because the girl was also high, but she didn't know what was happening because she was kind of like knocked out and stuff. And when he woke up and see what happened, he was like, I didn't do nothing, man. I didn't do nothing.
So, in some movies, yes, the way they act, they either, like Lauren said, laugh at the little stuff, or they cry a little bit, even at the like a little emotion stuff, and like it's just weird.
Well, I haven't seen it in movies. I have seen it like in real life, like in everyday life in Philadelphia. People is drunk or high, and they like just walk around punching ear, doing all crazy stuff, and it's all over social media, and people think it's funny, and like there's people really messed up in the head and stuff like that.
I have saw it in movies, TV shows, and in real life. So I'm gonna start off with movies. I have saw it in Medea Goes to Jail, when the one scene, I forgot the girl's name, but she was drunk and she was acting like she kept like trying to sexually abuse people and like force them to have interrogation with them, and then she just kept moving around punching air as the guy said, and just throwing the bottles everywhere, punching the glass wall, and then she didn't have the money to pay for it. TV shows, not really, but like but they also act the same, but like it's like the acting. But I have saw it in real life. Real life, I have seen it in Philly, like not too long ago. That I saw, they was just on the block getting high, and then they had to just say what's up to me, and I was like, hello. I didn't actually know who they were, so I just kept going by my head. It's people think it's funny, as like I said again. People think it's funny and it's entertaining, but it's really not. Who are some of your favorite music artists or songs? What do you like about them and their music? I'm gonna start off with Fluff.
One of my favorite rappers are Juice WRLD, and one of the songs I like about him is it's called Water. I listen to it a lot. One of my other favorite rappers is Katashi, that everybody calls X. And another song I like about him is called Hope. And that's about it.
Two of my favorite rappers is Meek Mill and NBA Youngboy. Meek Mill, I like him because like he grew up in Philadelphia and he speak on like real stuff. Like he speak up, like I see what he be talking about sometimes. And NBA Youngboy, I don't know, I just like his music.
I like this guy called Zoto, and it's just music I can relate to, so I like it.
I like two different rappers. I like XX Tatashi, or what I call Triple X. And I like a rapper called Lil Happy Lil Sad. The song I like from Triple X is Sad. And I just like that song.
Great answers by all of you. I like them. And some of my three favorite rappers are Meek Mill, Notorious B.I.G., and XXXTentacion. Because I like Meek Mill because, as the guy said, yes, he has grew up in Philly, and he talks about real life things and what happens in life and what can happen to you in life. Notorious B.I.G., he is a soldier. We lost one, but he is a great one. You know, he has a lot of records. He has a lot of hits, and my favorite song by him is Juicy. Do any of the music videos you watch show people drinking alcohol, smoking weed, or popping pills? Can you name some? I'm gonna start off with
Our artists, like when he was on drugs or anything, was this music video, and it was the intro to the music video, and the guy he was like I'm trying to buy something off you, and then the police had rolled by. And then the police was like, what are you guys doing out here at this time of night? And the guy was like, nothing. And the dude was like, let me check your car. And when you looked in the car, it was all this like weed and stuff in the back of the car, all these guns and stuff. And the police officer was like, please come with me. And then his son, he had his little son in the back with him. And they had to put his son in child care because he had all the stuff, and he was learning about how they was taking away kids and stuff.
Yeah, I see. Well, it's like in every music video now, especially that's coming out. So yeah, it's in like most music videos that kids watch these days.
Well, they, just like Laura said, they often in almost all of the music videos. For an example, the Meek Mill video, 1942 Flows, it was like a drone running around. He shook his hand to give him like weed, I guess. He shook his hand, got the weed, and like went into the store or whatever. And I often see guns, people drinking like champagne and stuff. And that's it.
So just like what Kyle and Warren said, it's basically in every music video. One music video, don't know how to start it, but everybody eyes was red and they were just sitting down drunk, high and everything.
Yes, I have the music videos I have saw. It was this one rapper named Core. The song was called Stuck in My Ways. Everything started, yes, his eye was red. They was smoking weed or marijuana, whatever you want to call it. Weed, and they was drinking, and then that's when he was rapping. And I have saw more, and as Lakai, Lauren, and Fluff has said, yes, they all, like almost every music video you see, they have smoking and all this other stuff that I think it's really inappropriate for kids to watch, because if kids watch it and you get caught, yes, you will get like a beating or a punishment. But then at the same time, you won't, cause your parents will probably understand. In another music video I saw, the baby is called Baby Jesus, and he was the girl. He was smoking, and the girl was giving him that in the car, and then the police officer, he got pulled over, and then the police officer got out the car, and that's when he drove off, and he was making a music video. Okay, another question 7. How do you have fun? Wait, how do you have fun? What do you like to do in your own space and time?
So what I like to do, there's a lot of things. Go outside, play, maybe play a game with some of my friends. I call them my guy friends the boys, and we just sit here and play. So most of my games on my Xbox, and go outside, ride my scooter. I got a little toot scooter I ride, and that's about it.
But what I do in my free time or hobby, whatever, play basketball for a team called Peacemakers. I go outside, I'm always outside, no matter what the weather is, hot, cold, freezing. I'm always outside playing basketball, getting shots up because I'm trying to be better than Michael Jordan. Feel me?
So on the weekends I'm mostly going like that. So I'll either wrestle with my brothers, or I'll go outside and build like bikes and scooters, and I'll skateboard.
I usually just go over one of my friends' houses, or just stay outside with them, or meet up with one of them, and that's it.
I just draw. I go outside, play soccer, basketball, and be on FaceTime with my friends. I be playing Fortnite with the boys. We going outside riding in summer. We be going outside riding our bikes. We be throwing stuff at the girls because it be funny.
What I like to do on my own time, I like to sit down in my beanbag chair, read, get smarter. I be playing Fortnite, with boys, and if you playing Fortnite, you getting dubs, you getting dub, victory royale #1, take the L. I also like to play football for the North Philly Blackhawks, shout out to them, be #1 in the league. I also like to play basketball with my man Lakai. We be hooping, get buckets, but I'm kind of trash at ball. But I can do a little something. And also be playing. Oh yeah, and he also good. He also better than me and everything. So, question 8.
How many questions is it?
What would you say to someone who asked you to try drugs or alcohol at this age? Do you think that you should tell an adult? I'm gonna start off with Nugget.
Alright, so if somebody came up to me and I was near my mom would probably curse them out real fast, cause she my mom. She don't be talking to little boys and stuff. She gonna call the police, make sure the people stay there. But if I was by myself, me and the boys, we'd be cracking up. We posting on Instagram. So you coming out here to little kids talking about this? And they would be like, no, don't come up to us no more. Don't talk to us and all this stuff. Stop doing this to little kids and stuff. And then they go walk home mad.
If it's like a grown adult giving you drugs, just don't take it. Just if you do take it, just throw it away. But if it's like your age and it's a group of y'all just doing it, then just don't do it. I mean, I know people at my age that do it, but they just never got caught. Just don't get caught with it, I guess.
I would take it, throw it on the ground and run, and that's it.
If I ever got asked, I'm instantly saying no. Because as I said earlier, trying to be the next Michael Jordan and pass him. So I don't need that in my system. They're messing up my brain and my head. And that's how a lot of people fall into peer pressure because one of their friends, and if they want you taking drugs, they're not your friends. So, yeah.
So, first thing, immediately, no. Second, I'm dipping, you tripping, I'm never doing drugs. And yes, I will immediately tell an adult, because I am never doing drugs. Never doing drugs. Never. Never.
Okay. What I gotta say about doing this situation, if somebody introduced me to doing drugs, I would automatically say no, because I'm trying to be the next Calvin, wait, hold up. I'm trying to be the next best NFL player. I'm trying to make it to the NFL 100, and I'm trying to keep my body right. Because if I do drugs or do marijuana, my system gonna be messed up, and I'm gonna be caught up on drugs, just like the last question. And if somebody try to introduce me to drugs, especially like one of my friends, I'm gonna say no, because I don't like doing drugs, and I think it's bad for people, and I think people should stop smoking cigarettes, marijuana, and stop popping bricks, and stop taking pills, and stop drinking alcohol. If you saw a drug needle or a bag of drugs on the ground while walking down the street, I'm gonna start with Lauren.
If we saw like a needle or like any type of drugs on the street or even in school, you should either report it to somebody or just leave it alone. And if it's in school, just report it to somebody real quick. Don't even like tell your friends about it, because they gonna probably want to do it. Or if you just saw it in the street, just leave it alone and we'll pass it.
I would stare at it for a good 30 minutes and run back home.
Honestly, I don't know what I would do until it happened, but I know I'm not picking it up, not trying it, especially a needle. Why would I want a needle in me? Can't do that.
Again, dipping, you was tripping. I'm not picking it up. I'm not even gonna stare at it longer for 10 seconds. Swear to God. I'm dipping, you are tripping.
Well, it happened to me before. We was living at the end of my block. It was like two or three of them on the floor, and we just sitting there. One of my friends, he was like, "I'm about to pick this joint up and use it." We just bullying him. We just beat him up, cause he was like, "You dumb." And then his mom ran outside, "Don't touch that! Don't touch that!" And then he got in trouble. He got beat him.
I will personally not pick it up. I might stare at it and just like my mind is telling me yes, but my heart is telling me no. Cause I wouldn't do that, because one, like I said, last question, it's my body, and I don't want to mess my body up, especially a needle. Cause if you put a needle in you, then your whole body type messed up. Like you gonna mess up your whole body, and you might can't. Cause sometimes you can't recover stuff like that. What are some of your dreams and goals? What kind of work would you like to do, and why? I'm gonna start off with Lakai.
Okay. Like I said, I'm trying to be in the NBA, the next Michael Jordan. And once I get into the NBA and achieve my goal, I'm gonna give my grandma her own business, give my mom a cooking restaurant so she can own that. And I'm gonna help out my hometown, my city. And I'm gonna give back the Boys and Girls Club. And I like helping people, so that's what I'm gonna do.
I want to be a fashion designer and a YouTuber and a famous artist.
I would like to get my degree in cosmetology and open up my own salon.
I want to make an anime series, or I want to be at least one of the top 20 best soccer players.
So what I want to do, I want to first become a basketball player, then become a professional gamer, and I just like doing both of those stuff. And yeah, that's basically it.
I'm gonna come back to Lakai.
Alright, so if that don't work out, basketball, if that don't work out, I want to be a math teacher because I'm like really good at math. I scored an 88% on my benchmark and an 858 on my STAR assessment, and got 70% over the nation in my in the city.
Some of the goals I want to achieve and finish, I want to be in the NFL. I want to be the next Barry Sanders. I want to be the next Bo Jackson. I want to be the best running back ever. I just want to be the best running back. Another goal, if the NFL don't work out, I'm gonna go back to school and get my hospital degree and I want to be a surgeon. If that don't work out, and if a surgeon don't work out, then I'm gonna just give money back I'm gonna just help charity out. I'm gonna help out homeless, and of course I might actually give back to the DAAP TV, and I'm also gonna give back to the Boys and Girls Club. Welcome to DAAP TV. I'm your host, Bakar Griffith, and this is the FS7 School Edition. Please allow hold up.
Quiet on the set. On 5.
Welcome to DAAP TV. I'm your host, Bakar Griffith, and this is hold up.
Quiet on the set. On 5. Kari bringing us in.
Welcome to DAAP TV. I'm your host, Bakar Griffith, and this is the FS7 school. The school. Oh my goodness. Wait, what was that?
On 5. Quiet on set.
Okay, here's the first question. We all feel alone sometimes, even around a bunch of people. What do you do when you feel alone or feel like nobody understands you?
So I feel like
Cut.
We distribute a drug coloring book for kids in the neighborhoods and community events throughout the city and beyond. We also produce positive anti-drug messages for social media and television.
My name is Jordan Drumray. I am 12 years old and a martial arts student. It takes a lot of hard work and concentration to fly through the air like I do. I can fly even higher without drugs and alcohol. You can too.
This message brought to you by GRIP TV's Youth Drug Abuse Awareness Project and Pro Martial Arts of Boothwyn, Pennsylvania. We have developed in-school, after-school drug prevention curriculum. The Color of My Future is designed for elementary and middle school students. During the program, the children are encouraged to develop their own anti-drug messages, a sample of which you see here. For more information on how you can become involved or sponsor the project, please call 610-203-6041.